If you thought 2023 was hard, I cannot agree more. But trust me when I say 2024 is going to be the year where your life is going to be completely different. It's gonna change. Trust me, it's gonna be easier. Okay, it's gonna be easier, and I am here not just coming up with stuff. I'm just saying what the planets are telling me to tell you, to catch this year, to seize this year, to make sure that this year is your year to strive and become the best version of yourself. I'm not joking. I am not joking. If you're new to this channel, hello, hi, my name is Soleil, and I'm here to bring the positive vibes that the planets are bringing for you. And this is 2024 yearly video for all the signs. So if you're new and you don't know me, just subscribe. It's gonna be fun. It means a lot to me. And Happy New Year. And in the beginning of this video, I'm going to give you the dates where you shouldn't be making big decisions, drastic changes, or signing contracts, or like making big moves in your life. The dates where you should instead focus on redesigning your life, improving it, going back to old projects or people from the past to resolve all the issues and everything that has been bothering you for, I don't know, for a year or more. And then I'm gonna go through each sign and I'm gonna give you all the beautiful dates and everything, major aspects and major planets are going to give you for this year. So I prepared this, this is not mine, this is my friend, so I'm like, using it. The dates that you need to like mark in your calendar for 2024, because I know some people plan their life in advance, very much in advance, like especially flights. And these days that I'm giving, it's better not to travel, or it's better not to travel to new places. So these dates are usually, it's called Mercury retrograde or eclipses. These periods are better for like staying in places that you have already been before. So if you're planning your trip to Japan or Korea or somewhere, it's better not to plan those trips during these dates. And also these dates are not going to push your projects further. Instead, these dates are going to help you to improve your project, so that when the other dates that I'm going to mention throughout the video, so that during those dates you can move your projects because you learned something new or you improved your projects or whatever it is in the future. So first dates are Mercury retrograde dates from 1st of April until 25th of April. Then from 5th of August until 28th of August, and then from 26th of November until 15th of December. Okay, mark those dates, like it's a period. Then we have eclipses. During eclipses, it's better not to do anything, because most of the time, if you study physics and you know what's happening with magnetic poles and everything, during this day the energies are so strong that our physical body cannot basically like handle it. So it's better to rest during like specific dates. First eclipse is going to be on 25th of March. Just relax, sleep, don't go anywhere, just stay at home. 8th of April, then we have 18th of September and 2nd of October. And it's so interesting that this year we only have 4. You know what happened in 2020? We had more than 4 eclipses. It's not okay, all right? So then we have other seasons where it's not going to be so visible for you to notice like what's going on, why everything is slow. I'm not gonna give those dates, those are like very major. But I'm gonna start with Aries, or like give me like 2 minutes. I am preparing astrology course for 2024. It's probably gonna be in April and May. So if you're interested in studying astrology with me, I have already prepared like one workshop video where you can kind of see the trailer of how I'm going to like teach, with all the workbooks and lecture notes in the video provided. The link is in the description, and if you're interested in studying astrology with me, please fill out the form and you will be the first person to receive the notification about the course. And I think, yeah, that's all. Like, if you want to have a consultation with me, I usually tell people, whoever comes to me, it's not because I don't promote it as much, just only on my videos. So if you come to my reading, it means that there is some specific message that your guides want me to deliver to you, because I don't do this as my full time. It's just sometimes. So some people who come to my life with requests for a reading, they're here for a specific reason, because of their guides. Whoa, we're gonna start with Aries. Let's go. Aries 2024. I have very so with Aries, whatever happens in the space, in the universe, usually is an exact message to Aries. So what can we say? Until May of 2024, your main focus is still going to be around finances, your values, what do you appreciate in your life, and how can you figure out what is the best life for you. So if your focus mostly has been in finances and diet, after 25th of May, the focus is gonna be on friendships, networking, cars, traveling, negotiations, sales, technology, learning, and even becoming kind of popular. Let me shut down my notifications because people are messaging me. How do I do it? I don't know how to do it. Oh, okay. Anyways, so this is very major, very big, and I'm going to make a whole separate video on it later on because it's happening from 25th of May. We are having Jupiter in Gemini. It's very big shift. It's very positive for Aries because it's something that helps Aries kind of to develop and grow. With Jupiter being in Gemini, it expands your networking, expands the people who are around you, who are here to help you, to guide you, and teach you new things. That is why you will notice that from May, from the middle of 2024, some of you will be interested in learning languages, in taking some kind of courses, if you want to study astrology with me. So it is perfect time for, actually, if there was something that you always wanted to learn, but you never thought that you could do it or you wanted to do it, if you start from May of 2024 and ongoing, it's going to be very beneficial and very helpful for you. And if you have your own business, or you do some kind of consultation, or you are in media, in social media, this is the period where you will be more noticeable and people will be interested in helping or working with you. So sales will be increased. If you had some kind of conflicts with your siblings or with your neighbors or with close people like your family members, this is the time where you will be really spending more time with them. But one other thing that I can mention, that in 2024 you're going to be very busy, literally physically super busy. You will be moving from place to place. You will be always on the road, because Jupiter in Gemini is not only about communicating and talking a lot, but it's actually, if you have any Gemini in your life, just look at them. They're ADHD. They're they do things in a millisecond. They come up with ideas and they can just travel across the city within 1 hour and do so many things. It's the field of multitasking and working and actually completing whatever project or idea you have. So if you notice that during this time you're coming up with so many ideas and your brain, you're in Aries. Aries people are generally idea generators or motivation generators. They're always if they come up with ideas, they have this urge to do it right here and now. With this aspect, you might notice that you're having more ideas and you want to execute them even more. So make sure to kind of work on those ideas or whatever, but it's going to be very beneficial if you work with people or receive help from other people. It's going to help you a lot. I know Aries are more independent. I'm gonna do everything by myself, but just if someone is providing you some kind of help, or they want to help you or give you an advice, use it. It's going to be very helpful, because as I said, during this time you're gonna find people who are actually here to teach you something, to give you some kind of suggestion to open your eyes for something new. If you wanted to have a car, or you wanted to learn how to drive or fly, this is perfect time to either start taking driving lessons or buying a car. Woohoo! I want a Porsche, just in case, so the universe knows. I want Porsche. I'm not an Aries rising, but I have my Aries North node. And yeah, if you want to have a car or you want to learn how to drive, because you, even if you don't buy a car, you are going to be on the road throughout the year constantly. You'll be just like moving from place to place, from city to city. If you live in Europe, like for example, when I say travel, for different countries, it means different thing. When it comes to the third house of Gemini, when I say like, oh, you will be traveling a lot, it usually means traveling within one region. But since Europe is huge, and if you have European visa or European passport, you don't need to go through all the visa situations or like make a big move. It's something casual. That's what I mean, like very casual traveling for some kind of work and business, or for it's not for leisure, like I'm gonna relax. No, it's something like business, meetings, networking, some kind of conference, meeting family, and etc. Another major thing that is happening is, actually I'm going to make it on my next video about Pluto. Pluto is entering Aquarius. So when I say 2024 is the year, it's a year especially for Aries. Literally everything is happening for the favor of Aries people. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you're watching this video, please make sure you're watching your Aries rising, your sun and moon. These are the main things that you have to focus, especially the rising part. If you're not Aries rising, but you have Aries sun, this is something like an additional information, but more specific, like with dates, it's gonna be mostly your rising. And another major aspect, Pluto moving into Aquarius from 20th of January, literally in a month. It's moving, and it's gonna be there from 20th of January until 1st of September, because then it's gonna go back to Capricorn. So until 1st of September, you're gonna enter to a new phase of life. This is big, okay? This is very, 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 very big, because Pluto has been in your 10th house of Capricorn, of like making and working towards your career, thinking about your purpose in life, and making sure that you are moving towards your dream and your goals. And you have been probably planning and executing, and it's not an easy aspect for 10th house. The reason it's called the house of like big changes in life, like status change, career, life, marriage, kids, everything brand different for your life. It's because it doesn't come like a lottery easy. It comes with challenges where you have to learn to grow. And now this tiny little planet is moving to your 11th house of literally dreams coming true. Whee! Ha! This is amazing. This is literally so good. And Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008. So if you go back and just like check what happened to you from 2008, just describe it with 3 words. If there are something like challenging words, that's because of the Pluto in the 10th house. Now, from 20th of January, it's moving to Aquarius. I'm gonna make a huge video about it, but I'm just gonna explain in a few words, if I can, what it's doing for you. 11th house is literally the house of dreams coming true. It's not about like, I dream of becoming this. No, it's about, remember, in the past decade, you were planning, you were thinking about, I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to get married to this kind of person, da, da, da. This time, all those dreams, if you have manifested them correctly, they're gonna come true. Boom. But apart from that, this is very powerful house where you're going to meet powerful people, especially communities. 11th house is the house of communities, making friends, meeting more people who are like-minded. These are the people that are going to be like, you know, your friends, the friends or from the same field, like friends from astrology, friends from, I don't know, in finance, like communities. If you look at your friend group zone, if you have friends, if you look, you will see that each individual has different interests, they like different stuff. But with this aspect, it's mostly like, I am an astrologer. I have nobody around me who believes in astrology or who likes astrology. The only astrology they know is from me, and they always ask me to not talk about houses and planets, just say what's gonna happen. This is the time where, if I was an Aries rising, this is the period, and I'm having Jupiter in my 11th house for next year. This is the period where I will probably meet people who are also astrologers, who believe in astrology and spirituality and manifestation. Or if I'm into money and cryptocurrency and trading, this is the period where I will meet those people, and it's gonna be like networking, learning from them. Basically, as you can tell, 2024 is the year where you're going to meet so many people. Like, you're meeting so many people who are in return helping you to grow, self-development, because the next thing that is there for you is North Node is in Aries and it's in your sign. What does it mean? So we have this notion of karmic like situations in astrology. These are like karmic nodes, and this year, starting actually from last year, from July, from 2023, and upcoming year in 2024, the North Node is in Aries, which means people should move towards their self-development. And in your case, it's literally, as I said, everything is happening for you. The people that you meet, the situations that are going to be in your life are all here to help you to grow, to figure out yourself, to learn why you're here, what you can do, what you're capable of, and what you're not. I feel like I'm giving like a motivation speech, but this is how it is. And it's all coming from people. It's not mostly from what you do. It's mostly from who you meet, how you communicate, how you network, how you negotiate things, and how you let go of people who are not here to serve you. Especially if you look at my 2023 to 2026 video that is also in the description, I explain this in depth. So make sure to check that video out, because it's literally a 3-year video. That's like a theme of your life for upcoming year in 2025. I think no, 2026. 2023, 2024, 2025. It's very major year for you. Okay. Next thing. The next focus of your life is going to be in the end of the year, and it's going to be Mars in Libra. Okay, I'm not going to talk much about planets and houses. It's going to be the focus of love, inspiration, creativity, and kids. So this is my favorite position of planets to be in your chart, is when you are hyped, you have so much energy, you are super freaking excited and inspired. The ideas come to you like this, and it's not just an idea, you execute them. It's amazing. The dates from 4th of November. From 4th of November until January, Mars is going to be in Leo, okay? In your 5th house. It's very long period, because usually Mars is a fast planet, so it moves from one sign to another like in 1.5 months. So it like every month you have something new. But during this time, you're going to have November, December, and January, like 3 months. And then also in 2025, it's going to continue. This is the period where you're going to be excited, inspired, and more ambitious if you wanted to have kids. Be careful, some of you might get even pregnant without even knowing it or wanting it. But I would definitely say, if you are an Aries who is looking for a partner and love, this is the period where you are going to be definitely in love. When I say love, it means the feeling that you feel inside. It's the feeling where everything is amazing. You see a tree that is like gray and like brown, and you're like, oh my god, it's pretty, it's transforming, and your brain is constantly picking up on positive things. It's amazing. In Leo, in another, like in your fellow fire sign, it's going to give you really beautiful aspect of ambitions and growth. So noticing that you're meeting so many people throughout the year, you're definitely getting inspired by some of these people, either through like falling in love with them, finding your second half, or just people around you give you so much joy. If you're an artist, if you write music, poem, books, or anything where you need creativity, this is the time where you will have it. And I will give you this period where you can, let's call it like a lucky day or a lucky period. There are some few days that I picked up that I noticed actually bring me some kind of lucky situation, like someone treats me with good food, someone gives me money randomly, I receive a gift, or I never tried, but this year I'm gonna try trying lottery tickets. So it's when Venus trines Jupiter. It's my favorite day or period. It usually lasts for like 2 days before and 2 days after of the date. So mark them in calendar. 25th of January, 23rd of May, and September 12th. These are the dates where you will notice, if you just want to like, you know, check if astrology is really, just can like check that. Then there is this beautiful day, or not day, I'm sorry, a period that is major. Something huge is going to happen during that period, and for you it's in the field of money and self-growth. As I said, this whole year for you is like self-growth, but this case is something with money. What is it? If you have been working on something from past year and you have been like waiting for some kind of financial return, this is the period. From 23rd of May. Count like 3-4 days before and 3-4 days after that period. And I mentioned that period in a lucky day. This is literally like every astrologer is talking about this period. If you check any astrology video, they already have videos about this period that I'm also going to make a video about, but I need to do some more research to go in depth. But this is the period for you when you can expect some kind of financial benefit, or yeah, I would say finances, but maybe you will also realize something. It could be literally about moving abroad, studying abroad. Love could be from love as well. But again, it's definitely people helping you somehow to gain some kind of materialistic goal that you have had. And again, if you're new to this channel, hello, hi. Please subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. And we're moving on to Tauruses. And happy New Year. I'm wishing you all of the best, but I know it's gonna happen. 2024 is mwah, it's bellissimo, it's beautiful year. I need a coffee break and I'm gonna move to Tauruses. Hello Tauruses, welcome to my channel. This is the year, okay? I remember last year we had some major changes that were going on with Tauruses, but this year we're like slowly moving on to like other fancy fields of your life. Make sure that you're checking your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. It's very important to get more in-depth information. With Taurus sun, you're gonna get details, but with Taurus rising, you're gonna get very specific, like dates, specific occasions. What's happening? Until 25th of May, Jupiter, the biggest planet in our universe, not in our universe, in our Milky Way, okay? I'm going to astronomy. It's in Taurus. So if you have been having lots of big changes in your life, or you have been realizing new things about yourself, about your goals, from like last year and you have been getting like lucky and receiving abundance in your life, this year after 25th of May, all of this abundance is going to be in the field of money. Tauruses love money. You don't like money? Then you're not Taurus. Money. So all of the focus is going to be around your finances, your growth, but in terms of like, what do you value? What do you want? And how can you, one second. How can you improve the things that you think you don't have enough? Okay, that doesn't sound good because we're in Mercury retrograde, just trust me. During this period, starting from 25th of May, you're going to be super busy thinking about your values. Literally, like values meaning, do I really want all of this? Do I want to become more minimalistic, or do I want to buy and stock up more on my resources? It can come in the form of anything. Like you might think that you're lacking something, but it's not anything like negative energy. It's more like, oh my God, I love parfum. I want more because I want to experience more things and I want to learn what are out there. Like, oh, I have so many tarot cards. It's not enough. I want more. It's all about like, so if you are a rich Taurus, then perfect. Spend your money, do investments and etc. But if you are someone who thinks about making money, it's better to kind of catch yourself during those moments where like, should I spend money? Should I buy more? Because during this period you will be like, but it's not because you want to, it's more like you will have the resources, you will have money to spend. So this money will be coming from you putting effort, from you doing things that are going to help you to buy more stuff, especially like materialistic stuff. What is it when I say you will have more money? It's not that the money that comes from the sky, it's the money that you put your effort in. It's some of you will be receiving projects and offers, promotions. I'm talking about big money. You will be receiving like offers from left and right, like, hey, we want to give you like a promotion, a raise, or even like you know, they give like money in envelopes as a gift. So you will be noticing that you have more opportunities to increase your income, to make more sources of income. During this period, you will, as I said, you will notice that you will have different source of income, or you will have one that is super big. Like you will have, but since you're a Taurus rising, and I made an educational video about money for different signs, check it down below. Taurus risings, when it comes to money, they can do multiple jobs. They can multitask, and this is where they find the most money. If you're a Taurus rising, it is highly recommended for you to work in different fields, and not only different fields, but mostly like try different sources of income. And if you have never done that before, think about it, try it. Like think what field you are good at in, and try to delegate or think about what other things you can do with this field. Let's say, for example, bring me as an example. I study cosmetic science, like skincare and da-da-da-da. And I could become an R&D for a company, right? I can do research and development for a company. But if I'm a Taurus rising and I want to have more money and more luxury to spend on all of these, I want to make money, and working just as an R&D is not going to help me. What can I do? I can maybe open a consultancy just once a week or twice a week. I can give consultations for other people, like business people who want to open their own skincare company. 1. 2, I can open another YouTube channel and talk about skincare. Try this product, da-da-da. That's how I can make money from YouTube. Or I can think about, I can give like skincare consultation or advices for people. 3, I can promote other brands' products on my YouTube channel. Like for example, this Chinese company sent me this perfume, and it's a gift, right? I didn't pay for it. I received it as a gift, and it smells amazing, and I wear it and I enjoy it. And other companies, let's say if I work with Givenchy and Giorgio Armani or Dolce Gabbana, they could not only send me the products, but they could also pay me. And I can come up with more ideas on how I can leverage one thing I'm good at and make money. Because with Gemini in the second house of money, you have literally, you cannot do one thing. You cannot just sit down and work on one thing. Your brain goes like, oh, I want this, I want that. And you get, not that you get bored, but it's more like you get distracted easily. So if you're working on something, your brain at the same time like, maybe we should do this. Yeah, I could write a skincare book. I could write a skincare book. That's another source of money. And I can talk about this a lot. I literally made a whole separate video on that. Please check it out. Let me take a sip. Another major aspect, it's very major, trust me, it's Pluto. Pluto is kind of finally changing its sign. It has been in Mother Capricorn from 2008. And for you, it has been in your 9th house of studying, education, traveling, visa, law, and justice, and etc. And meeting foreigners. Like, if you go back and see what was happening back then, it makes sense with the things that I just mentioned. But from 20th of January, and I'm gonna make a full video on that. From 20th of January, this tiny little planet is moving to your 10th house. Let me tell you, when I say big year, I mean big. And the thing is, depending on your rising sign, on the time of your birth, when you were born, especially if you're an early degree Taurus, if you were born in the beginning of Taurus season, you're gonna feel it and experience it the most. Other degrees and other dates are going to experience it later. But 10th house is literally at the top of the chart. It's this field of your life that is literally on top, which means big changes are going to happen. Big changes where you have this before and after moment. This could be in the form of marriage. This could be in the form of having a kid. This could be in the form of, I'm done with this. I'm gonna change the field of my work. I'm gonna go from skincare to astrology. Like, completely, like, a shift, a big shift in your life. And it is going to be there from January 20th until September. You will see how your life is going to start changing. And then later in the year, it's going to go back to you kind of finishing whatever business you have in the previous fields that I mentioned. But until then, you will have big shift, new opportunities, big growth. If we're talking about career, it's gonna be big promotion. It's gonna be, I'm starting from here and this is the new position I'm aiming for. And for upcoming decade or so, you're gonna be like moving towards that. And it's going to be, it's not one day shift. It's like something that leads you there, but the circumstances, the situations are going to be powerfully changing your mindset to move towards that. Maybe you never wanted to get married, or you never thought about separating from a person that is not good for you. And this is the period where you will be like, I don't want this anymore. I need a change. I am going to completely close one chapter, not chapter, a whole book of my life and start a new book. It could be divorces, but it's the divorce where you didn't know how to break up with this person or how to say no. And this is perfect for like, okay, this is it. And it's not gonna be like, I want to break up or I want to get married. It's gonna be like, boom, the life brings you this, like, you have to do this. And circumstances, these are the circumstances that are happening outside of your reach. It's not what's happening in your brain. You're like, maybe I want a different career. No, something happens in your life where, for example, in the past decade, you were thinking about moving somewhere. You moved to another country and you realize that whatever you were doing before is not going to bring you money that you want. So you're gonna start a new, my mom is calling, a new career, something completely new. Maybe your kids are deciding to go to like expensive college or Harvard or something, and you have to change countries, change your documents, become the citizen of another country, and because of that maybe you want to improve your career, change, you understand it's very, very big stuff that happen outside of your reach. Like things just happen, you're like, okay, we need to think about how we can leverage and improve. It's more like you have to do it. That is why sometimes with this aspect, it is considered a pivotal period of your life, because you are entering to another completely new life where you have to completely change everything in your life. And it is not going to be easy, but it is going to be something that you will look back and be like, whoa, that happened in my life, and look where we are now. Okay. Okay. And the thing is, the North Node and the South Node for you, I made a separate video on that. It's in the description below. For you, they are happening in the fields of life where you are immigrating, and when it comes to discipline, work, and routine. Please check that video because it's longer there. Like I think, I don't know, maybe at least 10-20 minutes I talk only about this aspect. But as I said, with Pluto, the reason you will be changing, the reason there will be so much change in your life is because you are moving and you are discovering new things about yourself, about your surroundings, where you have to change. And you will be like, especially in 2024, you will be thinking a lot about what it is exactly that you want, especially when it comes to your soul. Not about materialistic stuff, what you want, but it is also happening, but mostly like, what do I really want? And I talk about it. Please check that out. Then another major aspect that is happening is Mars in Leo. It's going to be in your 4th house again of home. And for different people, depending on your circumstances, it's going to play out differently. If we're talking about you moving to another country and immigrating, changing your status, becoming the citizen of another country, and like completely moving to another place, this totally makes sense, especially around November. From 4th of November until January, there's going to be lots of movement when it comes to your housing, where you live. It can come in a form of like moving out and majorly moving into another place. Or it could be that some of you will decide to renovate your house, maybe buy a new house and then decorate it, change it, and do something about it. For others of you, maybe something in the life of your parents is happening in 2024, where you will have to like travel back to them or visit your parents more often. So how I vision it is that you have a car and you're like moving from your house to your parents' house and like back and forth throughout the week, throughout the month, and you are spending more time with your parents. Okay, another thing, like these are major things that are happening, and I gave the dates where you should slow down in the beginning of the video, and now I'm going to give you like the juicy dates that are going to be massively big and bring some kind of blessing or some kind of change in your life, but it's mostly like a blessing. We have first 20th of April. Here, take 5 days before and 5 days after. It is again happening for you in your 1st house of depending on your time of birth, but mostly it's gonna be something that you will discover about yourself, some kind of help, some kind of support, especially financial support is happening, and it's bringing like big changes again, like something big. Just mark that date. Another huge date that I'm going to make a whole separate video on it later on is around 23rd of May. Again, 3, 4, 5 days before and 3, 4, 5 days after. Major change. Big, like literally very big change that is happening with you. Again, in your field of self-discovery, and it can be anything. This one is literally about anything because there's so many things happening. We have Jupiter conjuncting Venus in Taurus in your own sign. So again, like self-discovery, some kind of financial gain, some kind of financial blessing. Mars conjuncting North Node in your 12th house. Again, this is what I mentioned, like you're going to be thinking about deeper stuff about yourself, and it is trining Pluto that is, again, I said, in your status change. So I can say 2024 is major for you. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you want to study astrology with me, the link is also down below. And we're moving on to Geminis. I need a break. Okay. Geminis, welcome to my channel. Happy new year. This year is big. I already mentioned it, but it is so big that you will be like, this happened in my life in 2024. Until 25th of May, you are majority of Geminis, as I mentioned before, because I made a video on this, Jupiter in Taurus. It is still happening for you until 25th of May. This is the time until May, you're still discovering yourself, who you are, what's your mission, what's your purpose in life. Just more like on a spiritual level. Some of you probably are working towards immigration, moving to another country, or working on some kind of big project that you don't want to share with others yet, something hidden. But after 25th of May, Jupiter is moving to Gemini. Literally, the planet of luck and abundance is moving into your sign. Guess what? Luck. You are the luckiest sign of all the 12 signs in this year. Trust me, it's going to be a very big year for you. From 25th of May, you're gonna have opportunities left and right. You will be bombarded by suggestions, help, advice, and growth, like money and everything that you can imagine. Good, everything that is about abundance, opportunities, everything is coming your way. And again, it can be in any field of your life. Especially, this is what I can say. Jupiter going to your first house, for some of you or most of you, could bring, I cannot say this will bring, because depending on your chart, it's going to be different for everyone. But the flavor of partnership is going to be tremendous. It's going to be very big. Because Jupiter for you is the ruler of your partnerships, business partnerships or love partnerships. Something, I'm having goosebumps saying this, something major around people who are super close to you, not friends. It's one-on-one connections with someone where you want to build something together or you want to work together, either love or business, consultation or something. This is going to be major in your life. It's going to bring lots of realization and abundance and understanding of who you are, what kind of people do you want in your life, what kind of help you can provide for other people, and how you can reach harmony with other people. So I could say for single Geminis out there, some of you will probably find someone like your partner, but only through learning more about yourself, your needs, and who you want, what kind of person you want, what kind of color of eyes you want, like super specific details about what do you want. That's when you're gonna attract the right people. So if you were thinking about when I'm gonna find the right person or get married, this could be the year where you could start realizing exactly who you are and what you want, and that's when you're gonna attract the right person into your life. Big year. And another major thing is Pluto is going to enter Aquarius, and for you it's going to be in the 9th house, and this is big. And the more E I say, the more Spanish I become. Pluto has been in your 8th house, not so easy, but it was its own place. Like, okay, I'm not gonna talk much about astronomy and planets, but Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008, and it has been for you in the field of money and like something deep, secrets, something transformative, and something, I wanted to say traumatic, but no, it's more about deep growth that comes within you purging, like, you know, the phoenix rising, that's the period that you have been having, and now you're gonna go out of it. So if you felt like something was hard and you couldn't achieve something because you were going through, if you know what is dark night of soul, this is something like that, where you are realizing really deep things, not only about yourself, but everything around you. If you are super young and maybe you haven't gone through that, it's probably something, constant transformations that have been happening for you in your life, constant changes. Now all of this is moving towards something different, something more positive, something more, I want to say luck, but it is, ninth house is the house of luck. So if you have been wanting to do something, this is the period where you can easily manifest and get abundant in whatever field that you're interested in. But one thing for sure, for some of you, you are 100% thinking about immigration, moving to another country. Others of you are definitely thinking about getting degrees, education, studying abroad, learning new languages, becoming a professor, getting a degree, master's degree, PhD degree, scientific, whatever, especially when it comes to research. Others of you are, if you're thinking about having your own business, this is the period where you will be thinking about massive growth, like growing abroad, going beyond your borders and doing things massively, learning languages, as I said. But it can also mean, since you will be so interested in something foreign and abroad, you're gonna meet lots of people from other countries. This is your upcoming, like, another decade that's going to be very massive for you. And I can definitely say it's the place of success and freedom and lots of growth. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on that later on. Another thing that is definitely going to be happening, and it is already working for you, is North Node and South Node in Aries and Libra. I made already a whole separate long video on that. The link is down below. For you, I call this the theme of your 1 and 8, like 1 year and 8 months. For you, it is 100% happening in the field of networking, meeting more people, becoming popular, starting your own, let's say, if you, this is the period, okay, 11 and 5. We're talking about kids, love, romance, and at the same time, networking, friends, communication, dreams coming true, and becoming kind of famous. So if you are deciding or you want to start something in social media and you are thinking about, is it going to work? Am I going to make it? Yes. Combining all this love and creativity boosting inside of you, your heart is literally pumping with lots of love. Maybe it's a confirmation. Lots of love, creativity, comfort, like creativity, love, inspiration that is coming from something that brings you joy. It could be kids. It could be your kid is bringing you so much joy that you want to share with the world, and creating your own communities where you're sharing something through your voice, through talking. And Geminis are considered, according to me, the best communicators. They know how to communicate with anyone in the world because they know everything about everyone, like not in depth, but they know what other people want to hear. Like, it sounds like a manipulator, but it's not. They're just like genuinely curious people that want to know and be around other people to learn from them or to help them or guide them. So if you want to start some kind of YouTube channel, a podcast, a radio, write a book, or something where you are sharing this love, this information, this creativity that is coming from within you with other people, perfect. Another way to talk about this is the time when I say dreams come true. So if you have been thinking about some kind of project as a business and you were thinking, am I going to be able to do it on my own? Should I work on it on my own? No. This is the time where you will naturally find people, a team that will be there to support you and help you. I remember when this was happening for me, I had both. In the beginning, I received a grant from school to start my own startup, and I was able to provide credits for students to graduate from the university. So I had a team of 11 kids, students who were helping me to develop my startup. Okay, that was what was happening in terms of the dreams coming true, where you want to open something, create something, because fifth house is the house of babies, but it can mean any form of baby, anything that you are growing and developing, literally in your womb or in your head, and you're making it a materialistic reality, you know. And the second part that happened for me, I was surrounded by kids. I was constantly around kids, so I was constantly laughing, smiling. I was having so much fun. But this is something I mentioned in the other video. This is the period where you have to focus on teamwork, on social media, on growing your clients and making plans, executing your goals, rather than spending time only on thinking about this idea or spending more time with kids. It's better to balance, because if you fully invest yourself in just your creativity and getting ideas or spending only time with kids, it's going to be very miserable. Instead, if you balance, I talk about it in the video, please go check it out below, because I'm flying in a few hours to celebrate my birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday. I didn't mention it, so if I receive birthday comments, it's probably from Geminis. Okay. Another important aspect before I give you like specific dates for luck. Let me take a sip. Mars is going to enter Leo around 4th of November. So from 4th of November until January, Mars is in the 3rd house for you in Leo. And it is something positive, but let me tell you, you're gonna be busy. You're gonna be freaking busy. That's all I can say. Like 100%, you will notice that during this 3 or 4 months, and also in 2025, you will be constantly on a move. Like you will be driving from one place to another place. Like your Google tracker will be confused. Like, what are you doing? Like, what happened? One day you were sitting home and now you're just like everywhere. You will be extremely busy because you will be having so many to do. Like your to-do list will be like long. You will be moving a lot, especially it is about like meeting people, talking with people, sales, networking, communication. Busy. When I mean busy, this is exactly what I mean. You won't be home. You will not be sitting home. You will never be home. You will be constantly on the road, walking, running, traveling, driving, moving across the city or across the country, across the region, to meet people, to negotiate, to do some kind of networking, to do some kind of campaign, and etc. This is exactly what I can say. The dates that I can give you that are going to be very interesting and very like new for you, where you will be like, this is interesting, something new. I call these dates also like lucky days. 20th of April, count 5 days before and 5 days after. Notice how this day, this period is going to bring you some kind of realization, some kind of new development in your life. And then another period is, again, 5 days before, 5 days after, 23rd of May. So if you notice, May is very major month for you. Like May, June, and like around your birthday. I would say especially like around your birthday is very major period. Like big things that are happening, and which means if you are a Gemini, if you're born Gemini, this is the period where you can see how your upcoming year is going to be like another 1 year. So from May, June until May, June 2025, you will see like during this period, whatever happens, this is going to be your next year. Lucky days for, I don't know, lucky days to notice something good is happening for you, or maybe winning a lottery or receiving some kind of financial gain is, 1 second. 25th of January, 23rd of May, and September 12th. Mark those dates. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. It's gonna mean a lot to me. And happy new year. It's gonna be a bellissimo year for you. And we're moving on to Cancers. I need a break. Sorry, I need to take a sip. Hello, dear Cancers. Woohoo! What's going on? What's up? Happy New Year. This is becoming one of my favorite signs, since I have my favorite people in this Cancer season. But those favorite people that I have are born as Cancers, which means they also check my rising sign prediction. So if you are a Cancer, make sure to check this part and also check your rising sign. It's very important. It's gonna give you more details. But what do we have for Cancers and Cancer risings? Check your moon as well. The last year, starting from last year until 25th of May, Jupiter is in Taurus. And I have a separate long video on that, like going in depth. Check that out. It is in your 11th house. I know some of you like, please don't talk about houses and planets. I mean, it helps me to make sure that I'm organized because I can get lost sometimes. Jupiter in 11th house is literally the house of dreams coming true. It's not the house of good luck. It's the house of dreams coming true. If you were planning to work on something and you were thinking about it, just making a plan, this is the period where you have to be executing, okay? This is the best period for you to make any dreams of you to come true. First of all, I would say this is the period of fame until 25th of May. If you still didn't start anything to do with social media, with YouTube, with podcasts, with radio, or with finding your own community, what are you waiting for? Seize the moment until 25th of May. Make sure that whatever dream you have had, make sure to put your mind towards it and do it, because you're gonna receive the results and the benefits during this period. I highly recommend for you to make sure that you grab this opportunity. With Jupiter, it's something that you have to put some effort. Sometimes it can fall from the sky, but most of the time, life is hard. Coming from a Capricorn, trust me, life is hard, but you have to put some kind of effort. With Jupiter in 11th house, some of you might have already found your community. Finding people who understand you, people who do what you do, and learning from them is something really amazing. Like, for example, me, I am an astrologer, but nobody around me is interested in astrology or understands it or can have a conversation with me, except for one of my sisters, not Munisa, Tahmina, okay? Other people around me, they just know astrology, but it's kind of hard to be alone in the field where nobody else around you knows, aware, or understands. So when you find people who are in your community and understand you, like maybe in spirituality, for example, or in some kind of specific field, you don't feel alone. You feel boosted. You feel like you have boost of energy and support, and you can always come to someone and be like, do you think this is right? Because you're an expert in this field. So if you still haven't found this community or people who understand you, try to look for them. They are there. You just need to open your eyes and find them, because the opportunities are 100% for you there. Fame. Please start something. This is, when people ask me, oh, when should I start something, like open a business or do something major in my life? This is the time for you to do it, because after 25th of May, most of the Cancer risings are gonna go through a full-on spiritual transformation where you will be completely breaking old patterns and figuring out something completely new about yourself that you never knew. This is what I call spiritual growth or spiritual awakening, especially when it just enters. From 25th of May, you're gonna enter to a period of spiritual awakening. This is the period where you will be more watching astrology videos, learning about tarot, doing some kind of psychic readings, numerology, and etc. Not for everyone, but for some of you who haven't gone through spiritual awakening, this is the period where you gonna go through this kind of path even more. For others of you, from 25th of May and upcoming year, I'm gonna make a separate video on this, like in depth, because it's something very big. I love talking about Jupiter. You can tell by my videos. I made another one, as I said. The link is also down there. Check the one. So what's gonna be happening for you until 25th for sure. After that, I'm gonna make, after this video and after my birthday, I'm gonna make more. This is the period for some of you, you're going to be thinking about immigration, moving to another country, working on some kind of project, hidden project that you don't want to share with other people. This is the period where you will be meeting very specific people who are going to guide you through life, who are going to be helping you more on like on a spiritual level, where it can be any random person. You could meet someone and they just say something random to you, or something maybe you've heard before, but this time when they say it, you'll be like, oh, now it makes sense. For example, for me, it's a perfect example for this. I knew about this notion, like you cannot change people around you. You cannot tell them what to do unless they are ready. This is something I knew, but I never accepted this information, or it would just come and go, and I wouldn't take this, like, I wouldn't feel it. But not recently, like it was just a split of second, I was watching a video and she was like, just realizing that you cannot force, or you think that you're helping someone by telling them what to do and what you think they should be doing, is something that is not going to help them. They might not even need to hear this right now. Just accepting the fact that telling other people what to do is not going to help them or make them change their life. This just this phrase was a full-on awakening for me, and I was like, huh. I knew about this, but now it's more like, that makes sense. Because there are some things that are like, look, when I started talking about this, like pouring rain, like boom, in a split second. There are some things that we know, but we never accept. And these tiny little word or like things can dramatically change your life and your perspective of life, like this. So I would say, look forward for 2024 after May for some kind of big moves and changes in your understanding of life. It's going to be very interesting to notice that. But again, as I said, if you're thinking about immigration, moving abroad, traveling to another country, like retreats, doing some kind of retreat, helping other people during this period is going to be tremendously helpful, because this is the perfect time for you to connect with Mother Earth, with our planet, with people, and become more empathic. Like your cancers are very empathic signs, but another empathic sign is Pisces, which is the 12th house. And for you, this could happen where most of you will become more empathic and more sensitive, and will be sensitive not only to human, but like what's happening with our planet, with radio waves, with like for example the sun waves that are happening right now. You'll be super sensitive, but how you can live through this kind of period is by helping other people or animals, doing some kind of volunteering work, going to shelters. You will notice this stuff will be happening for you, where you will be just like receiving opportunities to go for like animal shelter help or clean the streets. Just notice things like this will be happening. And now that I remember, these things happen for me. It's something that is going to definitely open up your mind to understand yourself better and why you're here. I call this not only spiritual awakening, but like a spiritual growth, but you understanding yourself, who you are, why you're here, better. It's like a realization. If you haven't gone through it, you won't understand what I'm saying right now, and you'll be like, what the hell is she talking about? Come back in 2025 and we will talk about this. Okay, give me 1 second. Another major thing that is happening for you, from 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn, and it has been in your 7th house of partnerships, dating, meeting people, working with someone. It's mostly one-on-one connections where two people can learn from each other, can grow, develop, bring something new to this world, give a birth to something. It can be business partnership or love partnership or any kind of one-on-one interaction with a person. It could be a friend, or it could be like a client or some kind of consultation. The past decade, from 2008, this has been your, not, I wouldn't say focus in life, it's something in the background that has been happening for you, something that gave you lots of growth and lots of change. And right now, until 20th of January, it's in the last degrees of your 7th house of Capricorn, where major shifts and major things are happening when it comes to your partnerships. This is like your last chance to learn from all the mistakes that were happening for you with other people, to finally move on to another field of your life, which is other people's values in your life. So during this period, from 2008, you were probably thinking about just having someone in your life. Could be nice, dating is nice, like major platonic and powerful connections were happening from 2008. And now, once you're done with this cycle of learning about people, understanding people around you, now you're gonna move into understanding more about the values of those people in your life. Do you actually want these people in your life? Do you really need them to do specific things for you? There is this thing in astrology where you have your own values. Let's say my value is to be healthy, so I need to cherish good food, healthy food, exercise. And then there is other people's value in your life. Like, is this person like right for me in my life? The way that they are talking, is it good? Is this something that I want to hear every day? Is this behavior that they are having is something that I want to have in my life? Is their financial situation is beneficial for our partnership or not? Can I rely on their finances? Because it's also finances, which means values. And this is going to be your upcoming decade, where you will be really understanding other people's values in your life. But let me tell you, what is the best part about Pluto being in the 8th house is money, okay? I know some of Cancers will be like, why are you so material? I'm a Capricorn. I need to care about money. I need to care about stability of my generation, of my grandkids that I don't even have. I'm thinking about that. So, I know you're Cancers, you probably, most of you don't have this kind of mindset, but you will have soon, from 20th of January. When Pluto enters 8th house, your mind is going to be more on the search of money, like where you can get the money from, how you can make money, who in your life will be helping you with money. This is perfect time where, I mean, this is not going to be something boom in your face, but you will notice that slowly you're thinking about, maybe I should start trading. Maybe if I do like real estate, it's going to help me to make money. Maybe if I meet a sugar daddy. I don't say this, but people around me talk about sugar daddies so much that I have to mention it, because apparently it happens in real life. I sound so judgy, but when you are a Capricorn person, your brain works completely differently. You're thinking about making your life more miserable to prove who, I don't know, to make more money, right? But then apparently there are easy ways to make money, other people's money. Could be sugar daddies. Maybe some of you will meet someone really rich, and that's gonna be your partner for your life. Some of you, okay, it can happen. For others of you, let's say you are Capricorn but with Cancer rising, or you are Cancer moon or you're Cancer rising or you're Cancer sign, but you have other aspects in your life where you are mostly like, I'm gonna be making money on my own, I'm gonna rely only on myself. This is the period where you can apply for grants. This is the period where you can accept loans, like go to bank and be like, I need $10 million to start my own business, and they'll be like, take it, do it. This is going to be like a financial support from other people. So when I say other people helping you, it's not about like, oh, I need a sugar daddy. It's mostly like you apply for some kind of grant and you win big money. You apply for you buy a lottery card, you win big money transactions. But you will definitely notice that the money transactions are big in your life, like big money coming into your card and going, and like it's going to be very big. For others of you, as I said, if you're going through spiritual awakening with Pluto in the 8th house, it's gonna be massive, because 8th house is Scorpio, 12th house is Pisces, and then you are Cancer. So many spirituality related aspects that are happening for you. So if a Cancer during 2024, 2025 doesn't become a magician or doesn't become someone who can manifest things like this, I will be shocked, because so many things, I 100% say Cancer people are going through spiritual awakening, and it is going to be something massive and big. So if you don't know what is manifestation, the power of manifestation for you is going to be big. If you believe in like spirituality, this is something that you can look forward to, like manifesting, making vision boards, visualizing, meditating is going to be big. Me and my sister are working on like a meditation program. So I don't want to announce it now because we have Mercury retrograde, Jupiter retrograde. I'm gonna do it later. But this is a period where you will be super connected with your spirits, with your soul. I know it became more like spiritual video for Cancers, but I brought money and spirituality and big changes in your life. And I cannot emphasize this enough. From 4th of November, Mars is in Leo, in your 2nd house of money. And combining that with North Node in Aries in your 10th house of career and status, and then Pluto in the 8th house, Cancers are becoming rich in 2024. Like, you are 100% thinking about the ways to make money, but it is not from doing many different stuff. It's mostly like focusing on something, putting all of your work and effort into building something big in your life. Focusing mostly on your growth, career growth, your skills will be developing, and you will be constantly working with money this year. I made a separate video on North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, and in the description, check that out. It has like in-depth information about it. But definitely this year is going to be very like interesting. Like, it has so many juicy aspects, and as I said, trust me, this year is going to be very big. And I'm gonna give like some specific dates for some kind of good luck, because you are definitely going to have really good luck during this period. 20th of April, count 5 days before and 5 days after, some kind of big thing that is going to be happening. Like, someone was asking me about like buying a lottery this period. Perfect. 23rd of May, 5 days before, 5 days after, and then another like 3 lucky days for me. I love these dates. 25th of January, 23rd of May, and September 12th. So mark those dates, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. You are very welcome, and have an amazing happy new year. I'm gonna have a break and then gonna go to Leo's. Hello Leos, hi, welcome to my channel. This year is gonna be crazy. Okay, 2023 has been hell of a year. It has been hard. Leo risings, please let me know in comments down below, how was your 2023? Because for me, it was miserable. Even though I was traveling a lot, I was like I've been in places mentally and like just in general, my life has never been so miserable. But With this misery came a revelation. Right now, I swear to God, if you look at my channel, I haven't made any consistent video from August or even July. I was miserable. I couldn't do anything. Even to make this video, it took me like a whole week. I already had this outfit 3 days ago to make this video, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. Now that I'm leaving in few hours to celebrate my birthday in another country, I'm like, let's do it. Let's make this video. So please let me know what is going on. Like, what has 2023 been looking for you? Cause 2024, I've been looking for 2024 from 2020. I've been looking for this year from 2020 since all the trouble started in 2020. 2024 is the year where we're finally gonna be like, whoo, woohoo, time to leave. I'm gonna cry. It was hard. I feel you. Okay, I'm sending you so much positive energy and so much love. Please accept it because we need it right now, but in 2024 it's gonna be definitely there. What is going on? Jupiter has been in Taurus from last year. I have a separate long video on it, and it's the period that is kind of like 10th house is considered like the top of the human, like everyone's chart. It's like literally the top, which means big things happen during this period. Big things, it doesn't necessarily mean something physical, you have to move somewhere. It can happen in many ways. For example, 10th house is all about changes, big changes where you're like, you have before and after. So for example, for me, even though 10th house is about career, about like completely changing your status, like becoming from being single to like married, from being a partner, becoming a parent, from having from being unemployed to employed, from being a high school student to a bachelor, like master's student, PhD, getting a degree, like, you know, when you get something and you have a status. But at the same time, it can be something like what happens to me. Like 2023 was everything that I mentioned in the background kind of exists. Not all of it, but just the degree. I'm gonna get it in 2024, but like that was there. Career was completely like numb. But what happened, like a big change, is that once this transit happens and fully complete, you become this like, now I really want to do it. Until then, maybe you were figuring out, learning about like, what do you want to do? What do you want to be known for in this life? What do you want to be famous for? What do you want to, how do you want to position yourself in society? How do you want other people to see you? And now when this period goes, you make a clear understanding of what you want. And that's when the change starts, because the change of before and after doesn't happen like this, like, today I'm nothing and tomorrow I'm someone. No, it goes through some kind of realization, because if something is happening in a 10th house, is directly influencing your personality, your brain is completely thinking about, how can I completely change my life? And from 25th of May, Jupiter is moving from 10th house, where you have been struggling internally, not necessarily physically, but for some of you could be like, I was in miserable pain for no reason. It could go from that to completely new things, like good luck, because 11th house is the house of dreams coming true. So buckle up, dear Leos, make your vision board, make this like vision board of everything that you want. You never know what can happen. I'm saying this because I want it to happen. Like, write down everything, exactly what you want in your vision board. We're moving into new year. Make sure that you mention every single thing that you have ever wanted in your life. This is the period of dreams coming true. From 25th of May, we're going to have our life back in our hands. What's gonna happen? And your dream will come true, because if until 25th of May you were thinking about what do you want to do and you came up with a plan, this is the time where you're going to receive all the support to execute this plan that you have. Find a team, find the right people, find the right community, and be around like-minded people. People who will support you, your ideas, your beliefs, your projects. People who will actually not just verbally, but do something to help you. You will be around people who will be like, you want to do this? I can help you. Let's do it. Let's grow. Let's develop. And da-da-da-da-da. Some of you will notice that for some kind of specific reason, because your status changes. It for example, it could be you become a mother, and now you will find a community of other mothers where you will share your experiences together. For example, for me now, I decide to become a trader. And I will find people who are in trading, and they will help me to grow, and I will help somehow. I don't know how. We're gonna learn together to do something. Let's say I decide to become a car racer, and I will find those people, because after 10th house, the reason it's considered like the most important period of your life is because you become very clear and very ambitious and very specific about what do you want to do in your upcoming years. And once you're sure about what you want and what's going to happen in your life, you can then execute and find and attract the right opportunities, circumstances, and people in your life. This is also an amazing period for some of you, some of Leo risings who are thinking about, I want to level up my game. I want to become the best in my field. This is the period, apart from finding the right people in this field, is to start something that will make you famous. Because Leos have to be famous. Leos have to shine, because Leo risings, Leo suns, Leo moons have so much inspiration, so much ambition, so much love to share with other people, that we need Leos in our lives to get inspired. Like if everyone on planet was I don't know, just one sign and with no fire, just earth signs or just water signs, it would be miserable. We need 4 elements. And the reason we need Leos is for them not to sit in their home and cook or be a housewife. It's for them to be able to share this light within them with other people. It doesn't mean like, oh, you will go on streets and you perform, like you start singing or yelling. I can do that. Like I can sing, I want to do that. But like, even if you are, let's say if you are a mother, your purpose as a Leo rising, Leo sun, is to give this life and joy to your kids, to show them how you can be ambitious, how can you be inspired. Like this is our main purpose. That is why during this period from 25th of May, any Leo rising, Leo moon, anyone who decides to be generous and share this with other people, they will become, in the terms that people use for Leos, is become famous, become the center of attention, because people will need that light from you. They will be like needing it. So if I continue making astrology videos, maybe in 2024 after May, it will be on demand. Or if some of you decide to really pursue YouTube, podcasting, developing a team, it's going to be very big. People will be super attracted to all of that. 11th house is also the house where you meet lots of people. It could be, especially as I said, like people, like-minded people, but you could be meeting this like-minded people in huge conferences, like in big places where you just like, you go there and you're like, oh my God, hi, nice to meet you. Your network, like the list of people that you will know will increase. For those Leos who are single, this is the period where you could meet your loved one through these kind of communities, through some kind of conferences, because Jupiter rules your 5th house of love and kids, which means for some of you, you could get pregnant, or you meet someone and maybe you will get married. There is this thing, because if getting married has been a dream, this is the period where you could get married as like your dream coming true. So many things again can happen. I remember exactly like 12 years ago, because this happens, Jupiter changes the sign, and you can track back to 12 years ago. What happened 12 years ago for you? For me, 12 years ago, everything that I just mentioned, I just literally went out singing. There was a competition because Jupiter rules your 5th house of competition, so everything with drive. There was a competition. I participated, and the moment Jupiter entered the 11th house for me of fame and good luck and dreams come true, I won the contest. I got the first place in like some kind of music contest, and which means exponentially people start knowing me. I receive gifts because 5th house is also the house of gifts, so something that you do will bring you gifts. So popularity in terms of people started watching my video, like I was on the news or something like that. I received a gift and I had more credibility around other musicians. So I cannot wait for it. Maybe I will go for The Voice and I will win again. Ha ha. Evil plans. No, it's for the benefit. People have to see what we've got, because every individual has something bright to bring to the world. And I can talk about this for a long time, but let's continue. Pluto is entering Aquarius. This is very important. Oh, if you look back from 2008, what has been happening for you? From 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn in the 6th house of hard work, routine, discipline, and health. And I would say also like misery, because it was miserable. I remember specifically from 2008, I was trying so hard to achieve some things and it was very hard. I constantly had some kind of health issues, okay? From 20th of January, Pluto is moving to the house of partnership. I'm telling you, we're becoming famous this year. We are getting married. I'm not ready to get married yet, but like we're meeting people who are meaningful and powerful for our lives. People who will be understanding. Pluto going to the 7th house literally means you're going to meet someone so powerful that is going to completely change your life. There are some things where you have to put effort in, like when I said Jupiter in 11th house, you should start a YouTube channel, you should apply for competitions, you should do stuff, you should find those people, communities. But with Pluto, it's gonna happen for you. Like the circumstances will happen in a way where you will meet the person who is going to completely transform your life. Some kind of powerful person who will come to your life and be like, hey, you need help, I can help you, you should follow this and da 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 da. Which means at the same time, some of you might feel that in upcoming decade, I'm gonna make a whole video on this, in upcoming decade, you will be thinking that other people want to control you. And you will be like, excuse me, do you know who I am? I am Leo rising, like you don't touch me. But this is if we think about it like in a negative aspect. In a positive aspect, sometimes these powerful people who come to our life to teach us something are actually helping us. Even though it could be tough, but it is something that is going to help you to literally like grow to a better individual. At the same time, it can mean for single Leos out there, it means that this is the period where you will be definitely getting married. As I said, Jupiter going to 11th house, you meet lots of people. Then we have your 5th house activation of love and romance, and then 7th house for upcoming decade. Some of you are getting into powerful relationship, marriage, some kind of contract with someone that is going to be very beneficial, very influential for you. Not only love, but also business and clients. And again, people knowing you. You become so powerful in the eyes of other people that they will follow you. This is so beautiful. This is just amazing. If you want to start something of your own, you will have the right people who will follow you, who will learn from you. You will have the right person who will help you, either financially or advice or just mental support. That it's going to be very, very big. I'm going to make a separate video on that. Another video I've already made is North Node in Libra, in Aries, and South Node in Libra, a whole video that is going to be the main focus of your 2024. It is going to be about scaling up, going bigger, going like expanding more to foreign lands, traveling abroad, finally getting your degree and completely leveling up from master's to graduate, from graduate to PhD, from PhD professor, or learning like a new language, meeting foreigners, getting married with a foreigner, learning new cultures, expanding your business to other continents and countries, and writing your own book, becoming a teacher, teaching something to other people. As I said, 11th house of like sharing your knowledge. With all of this information combined, you will be a person that other people will listen to and learn from, because you will be like a professional. Okay, at the same time, something in the life of your kids will be happening where you will be wow, I tied this up so much. Whew, so hot. Yes, things in the life of your kids will be happening that will move you towards making yourself way better. 2024, as I said, it's a big year, because then we have Mars. Mars is the planet of action, ambition, impulsivity, and just getting done, like doing things, making things happen. It is going to Leo. It's going to Leo on 4th of November, and it's going to be there until January, and then in 2025. This means, my dear Leo risings or dear Leos, you will be very ambitious. You will be super, super busy. You will be really caring about your appearance. Some of you might lose weight. You will be extremely active. Like either your brain is going to be active, coming up with ideas, or you will be like moving to places. You will be showing up. Your style, your design, your appearance will be like showing up everywhere, and you will be like fancy. When Mars is in the first house, especially in Leo, it's drive, it's ambition, it's inspiration, it's love, it's so much energy, to the point where you will be thinking about like not stopping and using this energy. If you felt like life has been slow for you in 2023, which has been for me for sure, 2024, buckle up. There is a reason why it was slow, because now we need to like gain so much energy so that we can rock in 2024. It's gonna be right now, take a chill, especially until like April or May. Just gain your energy, come up, clear your mind, make like a goal and everything, step-by-step plan, because after May you're gonna be like I don't know how to, like, what example can I bring? Like Sonic, Naruto, Rasengan, like you're gonna be like a speed of light. You're gonna be so fast. You're gonna do so many things. You'll be so proud of yourself. You'll be like, oh, I did so many things today. Like I didn't sleep in my bed. I did so many things. Yes, lucky days that you have to mark down to either buy lottery or just wait for these days, because they will bring something interesting. First, 20th of April, 5 days before, 5 days after. During this period, something big is going to happen. 23rd of May, 5 days before, 5 days after. And 25th of January, very soon. 23rd of May, I already said. And September 12th. Again, 3-4 days before and 3-4 days after. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. And have an amazing, fascinating, ambitious 2024. And I'm moving on to Virgos. Again, I will need a break. Whew. Hello, dear Virgos, Virgo risings, Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo whatever. Please make sure to check your rising sign. It's very, very, very important to know your rising sign, because it's going to be more specific. 2024 for you is going to be a pivotal year where things will start changing from before to and after later on. Until 25th of May, Jupiter is in Taurus in your 9th house. It's all about traveling, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures, learning languages, getting a degree, studying abroad, working with foreigners, expanding your business or whatever you do to broader audience, to more people. It's a good luck period, you know? After 25th of May, actually I made a whole separate video on Jupiter in Taurus. Please check it out. After 25th of May, Jupiter is entering Gemini. it is going to your 10th house. This is going to be very, very big year from 25th of May until like next year. I'm gonna make a whole video about it later. This is the period where you will be really considering your life in terms of how do I want to position myself? What do I actually want to do in my life? And how I want other people to see me? How do I want to, as I said, like position myself so that when other person sees me and they'll be like, oh, this is a Virgo, they are this. How do you want other people to associate you? But most importantly, this is the period where you will be really figuring out your life and understanding what exactly is your purpose in life, what you can do to change your life, because Jupiter in the 10th house brings big changes, especially status change. I mention this all the time. Status change means from being broke to becoming financially stable, from being a high school student to bachelor's student, undergraduate student to graduate student to PhD student, from PhD to professor, from professor, I don't know, like, you know, when your position changes, like from being an intern to a manager, from being a manager to a founder, stuff like that, from being a single to married, from being married to becoming a parent. Big changes like that can happen in your life. But most specifically, this period is definitely going to make you think exactly what you are here to do. It's going to be very big. It's like things will be happening in your life where you will have to learn how to improve and how to get better. That's why I say this year is very pivotal, and for Virgos it's very strong year, I would say. Like the year where you will be going back in like maybe 2025 and 2026 and be like, oh, in 2024 this is what happened that led me to this position that I am in right now. Another major aspect, Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008. One second. From 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn in your 5th house of love, drive, inspiration, kids, creativity, ambition, hobbies, and etc. If you just go back and see how your past decade or more was looking like and what you were doing, what were you inspired by, and was happening for you. I look back because my rising is like half Leo and half Virgo, so I still have some memories from what happened when Pluto was in my 5th house. I was non-stop constantly singing because 5th house is the house of hobbies. So if you just look back, what happened in the past decade? How were you living? You probably had so much joy, so much happiness that was going on in your life where you were easily getting inspired and excited. Some of you might have kids. I mean, obviously it's been like a decade and more. For some of you, it could happen. But now, from 20th of January, Pluto is entering your 6th house, and this is the period where you are going to be extremely busy, where you will be learning how to become super disciplined to take care not only of your business and your work or your daily life, but of your health. Your routine will become very serious, where you'll be like, I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. I'm gonna have this detox, lymphatic drainage, massage, skincare, to brush teeth, eat fancy healthy breakfast. This is going to be it's not going to be something out there in your face, but it is gradually going to this kind of state where you really start caring about your health and your routine and how you are productive. You will notice that you are becoming more productive, more workaholic, but in a positive way of doing things the right way in the right time and following the discipline. The more you're chaotic, the more chaotic the situation is gonna be. Like if you have some kind of health problems, what do? You go to doctor, says the person that hates going to doctors. I'm gonna make a separate video on this later on, but we're moving on to North Node in Aries and in Libra. This is actually the period, I have a separate video on this because it covers 2023, 2024, and 2025. This is the period where majority of Virgos or Virgo risings are thinking about financial stability. Some of you are, I believe, 100% are thinking about either how to find different sources of income, or you're probably thinking about how can I leverage and how can I make money like differently, easily, like making money easy, like investing, trading, getting scholarships, getting grants. This is perfect period where some of you 100% will be receiving scholarships and grants. It's happening for me too because of, so yeah, this is the period where 100% some of you are going through like thinking about how to make your life more financially stable or abundant. Whole separate video on it in the description below. Then from 4th of November, Mars is entering Leo to your 12th house. This is the period I would say I would definitely just recommend from 4th of November until January, like next 2025. I would highly suggest you to go to the nature, go away from the city, go away from people, be alone. Either you will be forced to be alone in a room by yourself where you need to figure out your life, or follow my advice, go somewhere away from the city to the nature preferably, or try some kind of retreat. 3 months, take it all for yourself, because this is the period where you will be realizing some insights about your life in general, and maybe some of you will get into spirituality even more. Then this year is going to be having some very lucky dates that I have prepared for you, so you can note them down. 20th of April, 4 days or 5 days before and 5 days after 20th of April. It is something related to your education, to studying abroad, working abroad, immigration, and etc. Like immigration is also very big in your life in 2024. 23rd of May, 5 days before and 5 days after, money and immigration for you, or studying abroad, foreigners, people from other cultures. And other dates are 25th of January, very soon, and September 12th. Lucky dates. Maybe you can buy a lottery or win something. It's gonna be very interesting. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. I'm Soleil and welcome to my channel. Have an amazing transformative 2024. And we're moving on to Libras. I need a sip of water or coffee. What time is it? I have a few more hours to get ready and finish this. Hello dear Libras, Happy New Year! Woo! Welcome to my channel. Please make sure to check your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. It's going to be very beneficial if you make sure to check your rising sign. I will never stop mentioning this because every time there's like a new people who are coming in, even people who know me, I tell them, you're this, and they're like, no, I'm not, I'm this, and I'm like, your rising is this. Please make sure to check your rising. It's very important. 2024. What do we have here? First of all, Jupiter is in your 8th house, and I have a separate video on that, like literally long separate video. And Jupiter in the 8th house talks about money, abundance, money, like lots of money. And Jupiter in the 8th house literally brings other people's money into your life. It can mean loans, scholarships, grants, and investments. Or it could mean that some of you are probably thinking about trading, investing, and figuring out how to make money with other people's money. Okay? I would say it's definitely a lucky period for receiving some kind of money from other people, depending on what you do in your life. When Jupiter was in my 8th house, I received a big scholarship. Here I am in Belgium. Miserable. But anyways, don't judge me. From 25th of May, Jupiter is moving to the 9th house. What does it mean? You guys are getting lucky, even more lucky, but in any other field of your life. Jupiter in the 9th house is taking you to places. I 100% believe this. 2024 calendar for Libra risings after May is going to be filled with field trips, work trips, education trips, exchange programs, studying abroad, living abroad, preparing documents to go abroad. Working with foreigners, expanding your business to different cultures, to different countries, expanding your borders and going beyond. I will make a separate video on this, but trust me, this is something that is happening for you. 100% working with foreigners. If you're young, like if you still want to pursue some kind of degree, this is 100% happening. Some of you will go to some of you will do undergraduate program, masters, maybe second master, third master, PhD, or maybe you will apply for becoming a professor, a teacher, a guru, writing your own book, uploading something where you're educating other people. But 100% it definitely has to do with something foreign, something more. I can clearly see that. Another very big aspect is Pluto. Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008. It had to do for you everything with family, your home country, your parents, and etc. So if you felt something was challenging when it comes to your homeland, your parents, your family, or your house, now it's moving away. And combining that with Jupiter in the 9th house, 100%, some of you either settling, finding finally a new place of living, or just like getting far away from your home country, or vice versa. If you were away, you're getting closer to your home country. But it is going to be end of the cycle, because from 20th of January, Pluto is entering your 5th house of my favorite. It's like my favorite location for any planet. This is the place of ambition, motivation, inspiration, romance, love, joy, creativity, hobbies, businesses, and babies. Upcoming decade for you is very fun. I would say fun in terms of you, whatever will happen to your life inside, mentally, you will be very chill. Not chill, you'll be excited about anything that happens to you. If it's like some kind of hard circumstance, I don't know what happens in your life, you still mentally you will be okay, because whatever inside will be going on in your heart, there will be the love and joy and creativity will be pumping. During this period, people come up with amazing, powerful ideas to create businesses, to create something. Work on your hobbies. Make sure that whatever you will do will be about what you love. So if you start some kind of project or you start studying something, it is going to be what you love, which is the whole purpose of being on this planet, I guess. Doing things because you love it, or being in love. Being in love can be in many forms, like finding what you love to do, doing your hobbies, having a baby that brings you joy and love. This is also, I mean, babies come from love too. Then you also have literal love, which is like falling in love, dating, going on dates. 100% being extremely active when it comes to entertainment and having joy. Winning lotteries, you're gonna be lucky. Like if you want to do like, if you want to win a lottery, this is one of the periods where you will start gaining this kind of opportunities to win something, get presents, and etc. I am making a whole separate video about this maybe after my birthday, like very soon. But it's going to be very interesting upcoming decade for you. The North nodes are in very pivotal point for Libras. It's literally in Libra and in Aries. Again, very big changes happening, especially for you to understand yourself better when it comes to other people. It is more like, do I want to work with people? Do I want to be in this partnership? Do I want to work on something with someone, or should I focus on doing things on my own? Should I be more independent, or should I really like rely on someone and make sure that I grow something together with someone? Again, I already made a whole separate video, because this topic that I'm talking, it reflects 2023, 2024, and 2025. Again, very big pivotal year for you according to all of these things that I'm mentioning. Another thing is Mars. Mars will be in Leo in your 11th house from November 4th until January. This is the period you will notice that you will be extremely ambitious, extremely like moving back and forth and doing many things with other people. You will be having a team. You will be around people, like-minded people who want to grow with you, who want to develop things with you. Also, this is the time where you will be executing your goals and your dreams. Maybe before you were thinking about, I want this in my life. And from the end of the year, you will be actually executing those goals and those steps, and exactly will be like, I want to do this and I need people's help to do this, so I'm gonna gather a team, or etc. This is also the period where if you are in social media, if you have your own YouTube channel, if you have your own platform, you will become more famous and more attractive to other people, but more not like visually attractive, but something in your character, in your personality, in your life is going to attract people and be like, oh, what are they doing? This is very interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna give you the dates that my Libra rising friend asked for like lottery or for lucky days. 20th of April, 5 days before, 5 days after. 23rd of May, 5 days before, 5 days after. Most of them are about money for you, like receiving money from somewhere. And the most close one is 25th of January, then September 12th. So mark these dates. They're going to be very lucky for you. And happy new year. Please subscribe to this channel if you're new. Make sure to check your rising sign, your moon sign, and etc. And we're moving on to Scorpios. I need to take a sip. This is the noise I live with every single day. That's why when I complain about my miserable life, it means someone is taking shower either upstairs or downstairs, living in a door. Even though these are like bricks, I can still hear everything that everyone does in this place. Maybe that's why it took me so long to make this video. We're moving. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? This is so different. Okay, here. We're moving on to Scorpios. I'm showing off my friend's iPad. This is something that I think is very, convenient to work on. Especially I use Canva a lot, and it's more comfortable to do it with hands than with laptop. Scorpios. What's 2024 bringing for you? Lots of changes, lots of big changes, and good luck. Especially Jupiter is for you right now in the 7th house of partnerships. And until 25th of May, if you don't know much about this information, I have a separate huge long video on this transit. Only on this transit I have a separate video. Jupiter in 7th house brings people in your life who are here to show you the way, but it's more like one-on-one connection. Someone in your life is here to teach you something, to open your eyes, to do something new in your life. It is a person who is directly changing your mindset, directly influencing you in some kind of form of way, where you are being guided to develop and grow until 25th of May. Also, for most of Scorpio risings, you probably have met someone, or Scorpios, for Scorpios, you either met someone, you're like in committed partnership, like in committed relationship. If you haven't, it means you are born like later Scorpio, or your rising is like later degree. You're going to meet someone because you still have time until 25th of May. And from 25th of May, Jupiter is entering your 8th house of other people's monies and values. This is the period where you will be receiving big as, I cannot say that. Can I say it? I don't know. You will be receiving big money, like scholarships, grants, financial support, sugar daddies. It doesn't, I don't do that. It just happens. Apparently there is such thing as sugar daddy and people do that. No clue. I'm just saying, the more I live, the more things I learn. This is the period where I would say Scorpios are generally the best signs when it comes to making money. So if you're smart about it, this is the period you will figure out the best way to increase your capital, to make more money and to become more valuable in your own life. Like maybe some of you will be thinking about trading, investing, finding, like getting loans to open up some kind of business or something big. Because when we talk about money in Scorpio, it's usually big money. It's not like what I get, 1,000 euro scholarship per month. No, it's like some kind of like big chunks of money to do something huge and tremendous, because Scorpios have the power to work with money, to manipulate with money, to use them in the right way, to like give them a purpose in life. Unlike me, like money comes to Scorpio, they know what to do with it. And that is why this is the period where maybe some of you will apply for some kind of subsidies, for some kind of grants, you will submit your some kind of proposal, be like, I need money to do this, and the bank or government or something will be like, here, have it, do whatever you think is the best to improve this life, this world, and etc. Very big. Gonna make a separate video on that later. Then where are we? Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008, and it has been in the field of close family, high school or middle school friends, your siblings, cars, short distance traveling, learning, education, and etc. Now this cycle is ending for you, and from 20th of January, Pluto is entering your 4th house of home, parents, settling, real estate. So if some Scorpios are thinking about, when I get this much money, like when I get a lot of money, what should I invest it in? Like, I would say real estate, something to do with houses, with families, with nature, liquids, and yeah, things like that. Cosmetics as well. It's also liquid, like what is it, oil, and etc. So if we're talking about like Scorpios that are going to go big money wise, these are the fields that I would say like concentrate on. But if we're not talking about money, Pluto in a 4th house is going to be there for more than a decade. It is talking about your relationship with your parents is getting deeper. You're becoming more like connected with your parents. 1. 2, some of you are finally settling and figuring out, or maybe you're deciding to move out and live in another country, in another city, in another place. So you're going to be super busy with lots of moving in and moving out, but moving from one house to another, figuring out like lots of things to do with houses, with places, with family members, with your parents, and etc. It is like literally your upcoming decade. And the glimpse of this is going to start from 20th of January until September. You will see how these things are going to happen. I could assume like maybe some of you will start saving money to buy maybe a property, to find your own house, to buy your own house, because I'm not talking about 1 year, I'm talking about 10 years, I'm talking about 15 years. But whatever gonna be in 10-15 years is gonna start this year, where you'll be like, okay, I need to make money to buy my own house, I need to make money to sponsor or retire my parents. It's going to be very connected to your family. Also, it could be like, oh, now I am becoming a parent, now I'm becoming a partner, now I have my own family, now I need to figure out financial ways to improve my situation and make sure that I can support my life and my own family. Then, so wait 1 second. The North Node in Aries and in Libra. We're talking about North Node in Aries. It is going to be for you in the 6th house, and Libra in the 12th house. This is the period, again, I made a whole separate video on that, literally a whole video, because this thing that I'm just going to mention, it covers 2023, 24, and 2025. This is the period, especially 2024 is the year where you will be extremely busy with figuring out your routine, your health, and to-do list. You will have like a to-do list to wake up at specific time, to do specific tasks, and to execute all of your to-do list tasks to make sure that you are productive. Because I believe that in 2024, since you will be super busy, like, I don't know, making money or becoming more financially stable, you will be extremely productive and you will put your health, your routine to the top. That is why you will be really considering how much time you're spending on Instagram or on internet, how much time you should be spending like on sleeping, relaxing, and how much time there should be for work and some kind of therapies, massage, and etc. Because your body will be your main currency. The most valuable thing for you will be your body, your mental health, and your physical health as well. So mark that and check a long video about it. From 4th of November, Mars is moving to Leo, to your 10th house. And this is the period where you will be shining when it comes to your career. You will be like extremely getting like known for what you do. Your reputation goes beyond the world. You're becoming very known for what exactly you do, and this is the period where you will be either asking for a promotion, or if you want, start applying for a promotion, because something will bother you at work. You'll be like, I don't want to do this, like this is not something that I want. So you will either completely change your field of work, you'll be like, I don't want to do this, I quit, or you'll be like, I want something more, so please, I'm applying for a promotion. It's going to be from 4th of November until January, and then also in 2025. The reason I'm mentioning only specific things because these are going to be major, okay? For like monthly predictions, if you're new to my channel, subscribe and you will watch like monthly videos. Specific dates to save for some kind of luck, to see what's going to happen. Maybe you'll receive gifts or win money, lottery, and etc. 20th of April, 5 days before, 5 days after. 23rd of May, 5 days before, 5 days after. 25th of January, like 3, 4, 5 days before and after. And September 12th. So if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, and I'm wishing you an amazing happy new year, and I hope to see you soon. So subscribe. We're moving on to Sagittarius. Whoa, Sagittarius. Dear Sagittarius, hello. Are you watching your rising sign or your sun sign or your moon sign? You got the hint. Make sure to check all of them, especially your rising sign. So what is going on? Like, what is going on? From last year, Jupiter has entered your 6th house of routine, discipline, hard work, and taking care of your health, right? You've been super busy, super busy. Now, listen to me. From 25th of May, from 25th of May, again, it really depends on your time of birth, your date of birth, especially early Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius born people, early degrees, like in the beginning of the season. You will notice that from 25th of May, your attention goes to partnerships. During this year, you are finding the right person for one-on-one work, one-on-one partnership, one-on-one like business, either a business partner, a love partner, marriage partner, a client, and etc. During this period, you will be on demand. People will be wanting to work with you. If you're in a field of consultancy and you have clients, after 25th of May, you will be like, we need you, help us, please, we want to work with you. If you are single, after 25th of May or before, you will start noticing how there will be more attention on you, and maybe some of you will 100% find someone, or it could be even earlier you find someone and you will be like either dating, or you could get married during this period after 25th of May, okay? Some of you could definitely receive some kind of proposal, let's get married, or if we're talking about business, some of you will find the right person to work with. Because when Jupiter is in the 7th house, it's not only about you meet a partner. This person who comes into your life during this period is going to be someone who is going to teach you big lessons in life to grow. It's not only for like, hey, let's date, or let's get married and I become like you and you become my life. No, this person comes to your life to show you like, This is how you should be treated. This is what you should value. This is how you should be valued. And this is the period where I also call it like self-growth, because from other person you're learning so many new things about yourself, how you should be treated, how you should treat other people, that it helps you to spiritually and whatever way to grow. Okay, Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008, and it has been in the field of money for you. So in the past decade, if you were struggling with money, or you were thinking about making money and etc., or some of Sagittarius probably became like very rich, because if you use this energy correctly, you can get really big amounts of money. From 20th of January, Pluto is entering third house of close friendships, your close family members, your kind of like childhood. Maybe you will be also surrounded by kids, but one thing for sure, cars, traveling, short distance traveling, learning new skills, learning new things, and teaching other people, becoming a consultant, becoming a person who delivers knowledge to a person who doesn't know, providing information, providing clients something, networking. Your list of people that you know will expand. You will be meeting so many new people, and you will be all over the place, because you have this diversity of people coming from different fields of your life and introducing themselves to you, and you're like, wow, I am rich in terms of the people that I know, the network that I have. The more people you know, the more successful you are. Know that. Okay, 100% is the period where you will be learning something, and it is best if you share it with other people. So we're talking about a decade, upcoming decade. It's not something like happens in one day. You will start realizing, I'm gonna make a whole video about it, so just stay tuned. But just in general, from 20th of January, you will start realizing that whatever knowledge that you have is better to be shared, or to be given to somebody else who can actually use it, or the knowledge that I'm gaining is better if I use it and make money from it. And because Pluto is the planet of money. Okay, listen, North Node and South Node are in Aries and Libra. Okay, you know, like I know, we're talking about planets, but let me explain what does it mean. 5th house and 11th house. La! And these aspects have been for you from last year. So 2023, 2024, 2025, I made a separate video on that. Please check it out. North Node and South Node in 5th and 11th houses. This literally talks about love. Take it whatever way you want. Love is like loving someone, or having this love feeling inside of you that is like coming out, which means becoming very creative, inspiration levels popping, ambition, creativity, and just drive to live is increasing, because so many situations or circumstances that are happening in your life making you love life more. Literally, it's like when you fall in love, everything seems so amazing. You're just constantly smiling, you're having this like glow, and everything is amazing. Same thing goes for like when you're around kids, you see things from kids' eyes perspective. Like kids get excited about anything, and the more you spend time with those kids, you become like them, you become like joyful, and you appreciate life more, which brings you to some of you getting pregnant. So with the North Node being in your 5th house, it means some of the Sagittariuses could be getting pregnant, could be around kids. Maybe you will be, you never know what can happen in life. You will be all of a sudden thrown in the place where there's so many kids, and you will be learning from them, or finding joy with them, or getting pregnant, as I said. Or some of you again will be falling in love. Others of you could be finding hobbies that bring you so much joy. Others of you can take it to the next level, where you take your hobby and you make it your business, and you work from your hobby. You make money from your hobby. Your hobby becomes your life, your baby. So when we talk about like getting pregnant, we can also talk about like the idea that comes to you and you want to make it a materialistic reality. You become pregnant with that idea, so it becomes your baby. There's like a whole video about it. Please watch, because it's my favorite position in astrology, 5th house. Just check that video, because I'm pretty sure there's much more than what I just said. Okay. Woo! From November 4th, if you were thinking, am I going to move to another place? Am I going to be stuck at home? No. From 4th of November until even like next year in 2025, you will be actively traveling, preparing your documents for visa, for immigration, for residency, or for whatever. You will be on the move like a horse, like you will be busy. You will be extremely busy, especially from November. Maybe you will start preparing your documents before, but from November you will be on the road, flying, driving, moving in and moving out, extremely busy. I'm not talking about busy on a phone. I'm talking about you will never be home. You won't even be in your home country. For some of you, this is the period where you will be flying away. I sing good. I'm just trying to come up with stuff. But yeah. And the lucky dates that I can give you, that you can mark in your calendar for, I don't know, maybe just to check if astrology is real, or maybe to find good deals, scholarships, grants, or for like discounts, or for lottery. 25th of January, 3 days before, 3 days after. 28th of April, 3 days, 3, 4, 5 days before and 5 days after. 23rd of May, same, 5 days before and after. And September 12th. And if you're new to my channel, hi, hello, please make sure to subscribe, because we have more videos upcoming and I don't have time to do them right now, but they're coming. And have an amazing, happy new year. It's going to be a very interesting year. I wanna see your comments. And we're moving on to Capricorns. Woohoo! I need a break, sorry. Dear Capricorns, finally, woohoo! Our lives is about to change, okay? Pluto has been in Capricorn for past decade. From 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn and has been miserable. Okay, I know I like to complain, but the thing is, Pluto in the 1st house brings so many challenges that you think the whole world is against you, but you push forward, you work harder, you're like, oh, I can go through this. Especially if you're younger, you, like, for me, I was born in 1995, so for me 2008 was when I was like still, how old was I? 12, 13. So for me, at that age, when you don't experience much, having hardships becomes like your life. So you don't know anything better, so you think this is how it is, so you push through it, and you push and everything is hard. So everyone around you, why do you complain so much? Shut up. You don't know. You haven't been through whatever I've been through. You haven't been in my shoes. How can you judge me? But whatever, I complain a lot. And now, Jupiter is going the hell away from Capricorn. It's moving to your 2nd house, to Aquarius. Now Capricorns are going to be busy with thinking about how to make money. Whee! But you know, some Capricorns got freaking rich in the past decade, because depending on whatever is in their chart. For example, who is with Capricorn? That guy, Amazon guy, the bald guy, I forgot his name. He's a Capricorn. He became a billionaire in the past decade. Mark Zuckerberg, he's not a Capricorn, but I'm pretty sure he has something in Capricorn. Freaking rich. Bill Gates, also in the past decade, freaking rich. When Pluto goes through your 1st house or through your 2nd house, and we're talking about it right now, you become extremely rich. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't care about hardships. We're Capricorns. We go through hardships no matter what. No matter what. So most people don't understand us. But the thing is, when it comes to money and stability, I don't care what hardships. But I mean, I care. I want free money. I want everything to be easy. But the idea that in upcoming decade, Capricorn risings or Capricorns are going to be billionaires, just this idea brings me so much joy. I talk about this all the time to my friends, and they're like, oh my God, it brings me anxiety when I hear like millions or billions. I get excited. If someone tells me that in upcoming decade, you have high chance of becoming rich, do you think I'm gonna get anxious or nervous or sad or like scared, I'm gonna be like, freaking hell yeah, hell yeah, I've been working hard for this, I am becoming rich. I don't know how, who, when, but I'm doing it. I actually have a whole video on how you can make money according to your rising sign for my astrology course. It's free, you can check it out if you want to know how. But from 20th of January, whoo, and you know what, let me share this. You know Bitcoin, like cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is a Capricorn, and it started actually in 2008. And imagine, it started in 2008, 2009, and now Pluto is going to the second house for Capricorns, right? Bitcoin is gonna go, mark my words, invest in Bitcoin. I'm not promoting it, I'm just saying, like, this is the only way I see what is it, a rescue, financial stability rescue. I had this much coffee, so you can understand where is this ambition coming from. But okay, let's go. Jupiter is still in Taurus until 25th of January, and I have a separate video on Jupiter in Taurus, like full on, like you can check it out. I am a Capricorn sun, and Jupiter in Taurus in the 5th house didn't play as much for me, because my rising is completely different thing. That is why I highly suggest big stuff like Pluto or Saturn, like big planet, like not big planets, the planets that have longer influence, they influence the sun. But the rising, you have to check your rising for other planets. For example, Jupiter in the 5th house. As a Capricorn sun, the Jupiter in the 5th house didn't play for me. Okay? But for Capricorn risings, Jupiter in the 5th house is just mwah, beautiful. I explained that in the previous video, the video that is in the link. Jupiter in the 5th house is all about creativity, love, ambition, babies, businesses, hobbies, monetizing hobbies, and just feeling love and joy. From 25th of May, so until 25th of May, most of you will 100% be in this field of either having babies, getting pregnant, going on dates, having like lots of entertainment, concerts, falling in love, starting some kind of new hobbies, or monetizing your hobbies, and etc. From 25th of May, Jupiter goes to your 6th house, and this is when, for us, it's nothing actually. It's very like normal for Capricorns to have something happening in the 6th house, because we can handle it. 6th house is all about routine, day-to-day activities from hour by hour, waking up at 7 a.m, doing skincare, doing exercises, becoming super disciplined, becoming making your own routine where you will be extremely careful about your health and your body, because apart from Bitcoin and like gold and money, your physical health is going to become your currency. So you will see how much you're investing in your health, in your body, you're exercising, you're going to see the nature. This thing is kind of playing out for me, where I really want to be able to get all the vitamins and supplements from nature, not from like buying the pills. I want to get vitamin D from freaking sun. It's free. Why should I buy vitamin D if I have so much sun? Just not in Belgium, like somewhere else. So you will be really taking care of your health, because it will be super important for us, you know, to make sure that next year is a success. At the same time, some of you, maybe you will find or get a pet. Getting a pet is going to be like falling in love with another creature, you know. If you were thinking about maybe should I get a pet, yes, you will be getting a pet. For me, when Jupiter went through my 6th house, I got my cat, and I'm obsessed with my cat. And even though we're far apart, we're in long distance relationship, I'm still obsessed with that cat. And I feel like if I get a new cat or a new animal, I will be cheating on my cat. Like, this is something that could happen for you too. Okay. North Node and South Node, they are in Aries and in Libra. Big things. And again, I made a whole long video only on this aspect, because it is happening for 2023, 2024, and 2025. But mostly what I can 100% say, circumstances in life that are related to your family, your parents, and your career are directly influencing you to become stronger, to be more motivated to do something. Especially for Capricorns, it's something to do with your family, your parents, your mother, your father, something at home that is triggering you to become a better version of yourself. Like, for example, I don't want to talk about this, it's too emotional. But yes, this is something very big. Like when I say Capricorn and your mother or your family, your parents, you know what I mean. Like this is very, very important. Even though Capricorns might look like detached and cold, like screw you. You don't know how much love we have for our family. And this is the year 2023, 24, 2025, where we are going to be tested. Like, do we really care about our family, and how this field of life pushes us to make more, to develop or to grow and to become more better version of ourselves. Whew, this just saying that is so powerful. Okay. Mars is going to be in Leo for a very kind of long time. Usually Mars is in one sign for a month or like 1.5, but this time it's like November, December, January, and also in 2025. And it is in Leo, in 8th house of money. That is why I say 2024 is a pivotal year for figuring out how to make money. I would say if some of you are thinking about investments or asking for a loan and grants and scholarships, it's better to do it before 4th of November, because after that it will be the time where you have to spend that money and make that money work for you. And I'm mentioning this because it is going to be something popping in your life. It's gonna be out there for you November, December, January, like of 2025 as well. Like the topic of money and other people's money is going to be very big for you. Okay, some really lucky dates, especially for lottery, for money, receiving gifts and presents, I'm gonna give is 20th of April, 4 days before and 4 days after. 25th of January, very soon, 3, 4, 5 days before and after. 23rd of May, 3, 4, 5 days before and after, and September 12th, 3 days before and 3 days after. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. And yeah, just welcome to this Capricorn house. And have an amazing, beautiful, transformative 2024. I cannot wait to see you in my next videos or other videos that I already have. And we're moving on to Aquarius. The reason I cannot stop this, I have no idea. This is a new phone. It's an iPhone. It doesn't have this pause button that Samsung has. So I have no idea how to stop so that I can take breaks, because I've been talking for 2 hours, 21 minutes. And we're moving on to Aquarius. Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome to our channel. I hope you're watching your sun, your rising, and your moon signs. Especially make sure to check your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, please ask your parents what time you were born in and figure it out. We're going on with 2024. First of all, what do we have? Until 25th. Actually, for Aquarius, this is a very big year. Very, very big year. It's like beginning of a new freaking, not chapter, a freaking book of your life. Like a freaking season, new season of your life. It's very, very big, but about that a bit later. First, Jupiter is in Taurus in your 4th house, so there's lots of moving in and moving out, figuring out where to settle, something to do with your parents, your family, your situation at home country, something that is like the main topic of your life, right? After 25th of May, Jupiter is gonna enter the 5th house, which is my favorite. It's all about love, creativity, hobbies, inspiration, ambition, joy, happiness, pregnancies, babies, love, entertainment, going to concerts, falling in love. It's very big, very beautiful period. I'm gonna make a whole video about it, because talking about Jupiter, it just brings me so much joy out of nowhere. It's like the most beautiful thing that can happen to a human, especially Jupiter in a 5th house. I can describe it as falling in love. falling in love. Doesn't matter how. Falling in love either by finding a hobby, falling in love either by starting a business because you love doing what you do and you want to monetize it. Falling literally in love with someone who brings from you, within you, so many emotions that you didn't know that you had. But you should know that those feelings inside of you are not because of them. That person came into your life to show you that you can feel those feelings, you have those things, you know? Falling in love because you gave birth or you became pregnant. So the idea of having a baby or being around baby and seeing the world the way that kids see the world is gonna bring so much joy and happiness into your life. If you have ever been in love, this is exactly what your 2024 is gonna look like. And I'm like, literally, if I could choose just one aspect that could happen to me again and again throughout my whole entire life, that would be Jupiter in a 5th house. It's literally, apart from all this love, it's also the house of winning. It's the house of gifts, the house of so much joy. Like during this period, you can get weird gift, not weird, like really expensive gifts in the form of either money, in the form of perfume or something. Somebody is gifting you things that bring you so much joy. Like, you know, if someone gifts me a perfume, for example, I'll be happy. Maybe if somebody else who receives a perfume as a gift, they will be like, I could buy it myself. But it's like anything, like small things that only you can like go crazy about. This is the period that you will be having that. Like, it's again like, okay, what can we like say? Some of you can find a partner, fall in love, get married. Or you already have a partner and you get married. Some of you find a partner, fall in love, get pregnant, or have a baby. And because of having a baby, you're gonna be enjoying life so much. Some of you come up with this great idea and you find a way to bring it into real life. You're monetizing it. Like, it can take you 9 months to come up with that idea to make it a reality. Some of you can be so much in love with whatever is happening, to the point where you come up with new ideas. It's all connected actually. Like, I cannot just say this will happen. I think it's something happens that goes like all the way and does so many things in your life. Because when Jupiter was in the 5th house for me, everything that I just mentioned happened all at the same time, intertwining like this. Everything, like, it was the most beautiful period of my life. Like, I can say that for sure. Wait for it. And now, moving on to the most grandiose, like the most crazy new beginning of your life, like a new season, as I mentioned. Pluto. Pluto has been in Capricorn in the past decade and more. From 2008, Pluto has been your 12th house. So if you're an Aquarius rising or Aquarius moon or Aquarius sun and you felt like not seen, you felt like you're trying so hard, nobody's seeing you, or if you use this energy like not positively, if you use it wisely, you've gone through so much transformation, so much spiritual transformation, so much realization of who you are, why exactly you're here on this planet, who do you want to become. Some of you gone through spiritual awakening, dark night of soul, or you could have your intuition, your intuition level have become like this. Manifestation powers, sensitivity became psychic. Okay, not all of you, but like 100%. Some Aquarius risings or moon or suns became extremely sensitive, extremely psychic, extremely in tune with our Mother Earth, or with their guides, like with the voices in their heads, like. And you have been doing some things behind the scene that nobody saw. But guess what? You guessed it right. From January 20th, actually, like, I'm having goosebumps. From next month, dear guys and girls, you're going to a new trajectory of your life. Pluto is going to your 1st house. This is exactly like when people will start noticing you for who you are, for what you have been doing. This is exactly when people become like really rich, become really known for something. You become a powerhouse, you become powerful. People will know you. They'll be like, oh, that Aquarius person, I know them, they are this, they are that, they're a big YouTuber, they're a big trader, they're big this. They're like, it's not about fame, it's more about your position in life. Your reputation is going high. I mentioned this in Capricorn video, but people who became extremely rich or understood their power during like when Pluto was there in first house, it was like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, who else? Jeff Bezos, the other guy, Alibaba guy. Like all of these people had some kind of aspect of Pluto in their first house. This is big, okay? You guys, I cannot express how big this next decade of your life is going to be. You will feel like you have everything in control. You have power. Like even your physical body will feel like you are invincible. You can become an Olympic champion. You can become a racer. You can become an athlete. Like that's how you will feel. You, even your style, your posture, how you wear things, how you present yourself is going to become very like, people when they see you, they'll be like, oh my god, look at that. You know, that's what's gonna be. I'm not over exaggerating. This is exactly what's gonna happen for you guys. Like imagine, just imagine. It's amazing. Okay, moving on. North Node and South Node in Aries and Libra. For you, they are happening in your 3rd house and 9th houses, which means that during 2023, 2024, and 2025, because it's a long transit, I have a separate video on that. You can check because I'll have more information there compared to what I'm going to give you now, because I don't have all the time in the world. I'm literally flying in few hours. Very, very few hours. Oh, I should hurry up. So 3rd house and 9th house are activating for you the power of communication, the power of being able to deliver the information that you have within you with other people. Basically, sharing your knowledge, guiding somebody else, giving consultations, helping other people. That's one aspect, which means like writing books, doing podcasts, starting YouTube channels, and etc. Other way to think about it is traveling. Traveling opportunities are expanding. You during this time could be like traveling to other countries, learning new skills, learning new languages, expanding your knowledge, and your network is very big for you in 2024. And one of another like big aspects that are happening in 2024 is Mars. Mars is moving to Leo in November. In November, it is going to be there until January and even in 2025. And it is in your 7th house of partnerships. Dear Aquariuses, as I mentioned, this year is going to be about love, right? It is going to be especially about love around November, December. So if during that period you meet someone or you meet someone before that, around fall and winter of 2024, you will be extremely busy with this people, with this person, to learn more about them, to figure out if they are exactly who you want. Maybe you will be traveling a lot with this person or communicating a lot, but you will be extremely expressive in trying to figure out them and them figuring out you. So there's going to be lots of interaction with your partner. So I would say 2024, you're meeting someone 100%, like especially if you're single. If you're not single, your relationship with your already existing partner is getting to the next level. You're learning more things about them. They're bringing more love and joy into your life. And lucky dates that I can suggest for, I don't know, maybe applying for jobs, applying for partnerships, or going to some kind of bar to meet this person. Like maybe you will meet someone in a bar or somewhere. 20th of April, 3 days before, 3 days after. 25th of January, very soon, 3 days before, 3 days after. 23rd of May, 3 days before and 3 days after, or 5 days. And September 12th. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and have an amazing, you will have an amazing 2024. And we're moving on to Pisces. I'll take my last sip of coffee and gonna go with you. Finish my sip, so I hope I have voice to go. I was actually thinking maybe I should change my voice, because if I change my voice, I don't have to spend so much energy on my throat. This is what Ariana Grande does. Should I try it? Maybe from next year, but okay. I'm weird. I'm sorry. I'm Aquarius mom. Weird. Dear Pisces, Happy New Year. I hope you're watching your rising sign, your sun sign, and moon sign, because it's very, 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 very important. 2024 is going to be very, very interesting year. Very like, oh, way better than last year, actually. Yeah. So let's go. First of all, Jupiter is still in Taurus, and I have a separate video of Jupiter in Taurus, like very long. It's in the description below. Jupiter in Taurus is until 25th of May. And as I mentioned in the previous video, Jupiter in the third house gives you lots of opportunities for growth in terms of education, like learning new things, learning new skills, and actually using all of the skills that you have learned in real life to make them, like, materialize them, making them a reality. 1. 2, learning new languages, learning again like new skills in terms of coding, and then using that to make money. It's also the time where you are spending, you are finding more people around you, you're communicating, you're busy networking, talking, exploring, and learning more about other people, especially people from childhood, like your neighbors, your classmates, your high school mates, your middle school mates. Third house is also very powerful for people who want to write a book, write a course, teach, deliver their knowledges to people around, to other people. Something to do with your voice, maybe recording meditation videos, making meditation for other people, working in the radio, podcasting, and etc. And it's also perfect for starting a YouTube channel, social media, where you can attract lots of people in your life. From 25th of May, Jupiter is entering fourth house for you. This is the house of home, settling, parents, moving in and moving out, and also real estate. So if you notice that you are spending more time or thinking about spending more time with your parents, with your family, amazing. This is going to be great. And maybe something in the life of your parents happens like positively, where you will be either like moving in with them, or you will be just visiting them because you have more opportunities to be free to visit, to travel. Also, for some of you, it's amazing that maybe some of you will get into real estate, or maybe your parents, if you're like that lucky Pisces, your parents will gift you a house, or somebody can gift you a house. So you will have your own house, buying a house, having a key to your house, your own property, like real estate. Maybe until 25th of May, if you are that lucky, maybe some of you will even receive a car, buy a car, and etc. Because after that, you're gonna imagine you have a car, and then you have your own house, and then if you have a car, you're driving to your parents as fast as you can. Another option is that immigrating, going to new country, settling in another country, finally finding your home, settling. And it's gonna be from 25th of May. So some of you 100% are going to be like moving into other country and trying to find your own new family in another country and trying to settle and get comfortable in a new place. Okay, and from 20th of January, Pluto is moving to your 12th house. And from 20th of January, it's not going to be something boom in your face. It's going to be gradual, very slow. 100%, some kind of percentage of Pisces is thinking about immigration, moving to another country, getting another country's citizenship, or moving back to their own home country. But I would say Pisces rising are going through spiritual awakening, and it's like it's gonna become your next year's gradual movement into spirituality. In terms of, don't get spooky about this, it's more like you will learn more about who you are and what's your purpose in this life, in this planet, why you are here. What did you come here to do? What do you want to do in life? Like, do you want to make candles? Do you want to sit at home? Do you want to work? Like, it's a journey of learning your soul and figuring out yourself, apart from like immigration and paperwork. But some of you could be that you will start working on some kind of project where you will put lots of energy, but you wouldn't share it with other people, okay? I'm gonna make a whole separate video on this after my birthday, after the trip that I have to take in 2 hours. Oh yeah, I have to hurry up. So I'm gonna make a video about that. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you are, then turn on the bell notification. Moving on. North Node and South Node are in Aries and Libra in your 2nd and 8th house. About it, I also have a separate video because it is influencing 2023, 2024, and 2025. So if you want to know more about that, check the video. But in the short, this is the year 2024 where you will be thinking about your financial abundance, where you will be figuring out the ways that you can make more money, either from finding new sources of income or applying for better positions, finding better job, or completely changing your career to something new that will make you more money. Because it's the reason you will be doing that is because inside you will be thinking about your own value and what do you want in life. Do you want this kind of life? Do you want that kind of life? And how much do you need to support yourself? It's going to be very important mathematical year for you where you'll be counting numbers. Mars is going to be in Leo from 4th of November until January, and then in 2025. I mentioned this because it's like very long period for Mars, which usually moves from one sign like in a month or so. So from November, your focus is definitely going to be on some kind of discipline, your health, and routine. You will be extremely busy during this period. So maybe you will have some kind of project, and then from November you will be extremely hardcore busy. But you have to notice that there is a reason that 6th house is called the house of routine, discipline, hard work, and health, because you need to learn how to balance those. So with Mars there, Mars can give you extreme cases of like I have energy to do all of this work in one day. Please, you can do it, but if you do that, it will be damaging your health. However, if you figure out how to balance that, that's why it's called routine. Where if you can learn how to balance from 7 to 8, I'm gonna do this. From 8 to 9, I'm gonna do this. You know better. I'm bad at this, but it's going to be very helpful to learn how to balance that. And like lucky dates that I can suggest for you in 2024, where you can either apply for job positions, apply for some kind of grants, or maybe move in or apply your documents for something, or just buy a lottery ticket, or something very important where you need like, what day should I start or do this? 25th of January, very soon, 5 days, 3 days before and 5 days after. 20th of April, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days before, 5 days after. 23rd of May, same thing, 5 days before and after. And 12th of September. And I'm wishing you so much joy, so much happiness, so much luck and abundance in 2024. If you're new to my channel, hello, hi, it was Soleil. Very nice meeting you, and I hope to see you in my next videos or the videos that you haven't seen yet. And I'm wishing you so much joy. Happy birthday to me, which is tomorrow, and I'll see you later. Bye. Have an amazing 2024. Bye.